What is going on, guys? I am so excited for today's video because I'm going to be fishing what I think is one of the greatest bass fishing tournaments in the history of tournament fishing, the Dry Creek Outfitters Open. So first off, when you come down in the morning, they have boxes and boxes of donuts for all the anglers and coffee, and that is included that's for everybody. That's included in your entry fee. And then over here is the boat inspection station. They inspect your boat before you launch to make sure there are no lures in it. No lures whatsoever, because in this tournament you can only use what is provided in these boxes. And each person gets a single box. The boater gets one and the non-boater gets one. You can only fish today with all the tackle that is in this box. There's a few crankbaits, a bunch of soft plastics, and all the terminal tackle you need, and that's all you can fish with today. Nothing else is allowed. To me, that's one of the coolest parts about this tournament, is only having limited tackle, because then you have to be really careful with what you're using, and if you find something that's working really well and you get snagged and you lose it, then you have to go out and try to barter with other anglers to see if you can get another rattle trap, because you only have like one rattle trap, 2 crankbaits or whatever, and you have to barter with other anglers to try to get your favorite bait back for that day and keep fishing. So there's a lot of strategy involved, and there's even more than that, which I'll show you in a second.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs
today we are lucky number 13 is what our draw was out of 65 boats, so we drew number 13. In addition to each angler only receiving one tackle box for their entire day of fishing, the reservoir is also divided up into 5 sections. Each boat or team is only allowed to fish an hour and a half in each section. At the end of the hour and a half, they are required to pick up and move on to the next hole. Each team's moving schedule is determined by random draw the night before. The last hour and a half of tournament fishing is called happy hour, in which each boat can go wherever they want on the reservoir. Alright guys, first spot of the day, I'm going to be throwing this little Dry Creek rattle trap. It's actually an Excalibur rattle trap that they put Dry Creek on the side. Got one. Right away. I think so. If you could get the net. Wow. Set your rod. Yes, sir. We have to, both hands be focused on the fish. It's swimming right toward us. Alright, not as big as I thought, but.
I think you're deep.
Whoa, look, he just spit out a big ol' something.
Ooh, he did, a big old chunk.
I don't know what that is. Weird. A little smallie there. This is some sort of mammal. It's hairy.
No way.
It's like a mouse. I think it's a mouse.
Put it in the live well, we'll check it out.
Weird. Yep, 12 inches. First keeper of the day. Look, that's a little mouse there. That is so weird. Yuck. Apparently mice swim and smallmouth eat them.
No. Fish?
Yep. Oh, it's a good one. I think it's a good one anyway. Yes! Yes! Right on that point. You saw where I casted. The wind kind of took my line and put it where I didn't want it. And then this nice fish bit. So I guess that's exactly where I wanted it. Oh, sweet. In a tournament, this tournament's super tough right now. Or the fishing's been super tough. So a fish this size, a smallie this size is really good. Woo, that feels good. Right on there. Got a little one. Just a little tyke, but it's still a pretty fish. Whoa, I just had a bite right by the boat again. On the white rattle trap. Uh-huh. Oh, you're using, I was thinking, I was like, maybe this is again, that, got one. Uh-huh. I know, four, it's a small one. But that's 4 fish and 4 casts. Yeah, definitely, please. Well, guys, hole 1 is done. The first hour and a half flew by. And anyway, now we're on to hole 2. We actually have 2 keepers. We're excited. We're excited because hole 1 is our least favorite. And so to catch 2 right off the bat, we're very happy. This next spot up here, my dad actually caught the big fish of a tournament one time on a little flat that comes up here, and the current like goes right over top of the flat really quickly. It's usually a great spot. Very shallow. Got one.
Is that a good one?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not sure,
Okay.
but
I'll keep reeling then unless you want me to stop and get the net. Because I will do that instantly.
yes, please, just in case. Oh yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, for this tournament, guys, with how tough everybody's saying it's been. We didn't have a chance to pre-fish, but everybody said it's been so tough, and things can change. But they said anyway, this is a good fish, a really good smallie for how tough it is. Look at that, beautiful. That is so sweet. First cast this spot. No, we caught 2 in hole 1, which was surprising. Normally we do terrible in hole 1.
We got 5 in hole 1 on that thing.
Wow.
There you go. We've got 3 now.
Oh, thanks for stopping. Is it a good one? No. I'll get the net though. Look, that's a big one. Okay, sorry. Sorry, I wasn't sure. Look, while we were talking with our friends, the biggest one of the day just loaded on. Good grief! Ate that rattle trap head first. What? You think he wanted that? Oh my gosh! They're happy. They must have really loaded into him.
Yeah.
Caught 5. Yes, excellent. Got one. Again on the rattle trap. I don't know. He might keep though. Maybe. They're just crushing this white rattle trap. Just shy. Over 11.5 inches. Alright guys, here's another unique thing about the Dry Creek Open. This here is the Dry Creek Cafe. And right there's Mr. Brad Perkins, owner of Dry Creek Outfitters, and his team cooking up lunch for the anglers. What do we have on the menu for today, sir?
We have cheeseburgers or cheeseburgers.
Hey, that sounds great.
Look at the VCO.
I want to see the branding here. It's the Dry Creek logo.
Thank you, sir. I'll hand that over. Thank you.
You bet.
So much. All right.
Look at that. The Dry Creek brand right on it.
All right.
What other tournament gives you lunch right on the water? Thank you guys. Normally when my dad and I are out tournament fishing, we don't stop for lunch. It's really serious. But at this particular tournament, the overall attitude, the air of the tournament is pretty chill and more about having a good time. There is competition going out here for sure. We're competing hard, but you do stop, take a nice lunch break.
Have a good time.
Have a good
Say
time.
Hi to everybody.
Say hi to everybody. Invite people into your spots. That's kind of that's what's encouraging. That's what everybody does here, pretty much at this tournament. So it's a real fun
It's
tournament.
a fun one. Yeah,
Also
definitely.
that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Here comes the party barge. These are all the wives or people who don't want to fish in the tournament today. Brad Perkins bought all of them tickets to go on his boat ride. Old paddle boat. That's the way to enjoy the river right there. That one? Molly. A lot of little ones today.
There we go.
Quick release. Well guys, there's a pretty slow day out here, but that's to be expected, but we always have fun fishing this tournament. Always have fun fishing with my old man, with me ancient. Great time. That's pretty cool. Hey Rocky, how are you doing?
Yeah, cool, bud. Oh yeah.
Rocky's been fishing this since the beginning, and he gets a lot of the sponsors and stuff too.
That's right, yeah. $1,000 worth,
Nice.
All right. 826 for Brady and Steve. All right.
13.
Nice, guys.
Wait, live trot in.
Okay.
13.
Number 13.
How many fish?
How many fish?
Five.
5 fish. Who caught the big one?
I did.
Asa caught the big fish. Okay. Asa, what did we catch our fish on today?
On the Excalibur shad colored rattle trap.
183.
All right. On the trap, the Excalibur.
Good day fishing.
We had a good day of fishing. Good. And you guys
remember
were
a
busy
day when you
doing a
didn't
lot
like
of
to
things
catch
besides fishing,
Phil,
too.
are you guys, Phil, are you next?
That is awesome.
Where's that?
What's our combined weight?
Phil.
691 at the end of the deduction.
Okay, 691 for
Nice.
Lynn and Asa, father and son team.
Thank you, Mr.
All right.
Appreciate it. All right, guys. Done with the tournament, the fishing part, and just cleaned out the boat, just cleaned out the truck. But this tournament isn't over yet because they still haven't announced the winners or the rankings for everything that happened today because they announced them all at this epic banquet that happens. And here's the killer thing. My dad and I, after watching some of the weights that the other guys have, we're not going to rank very high at all. But even though we're not going to rank very high, even though our weights were pretty small compared to what other guys got, we're still going to cash a check today, even though we might rank in the last half of the fishermen. And there's a reason for that. Anyway, I'll get inside and explain that. And anyway, now the last part of the tournament is the banquet. Alright, here we are, banquet time. Alright guys, it's really crowded in there right now, and the sound level is going to be off, and I hate vlogging in public still. So, I'm just going to explain this real quick. This tournament's crazy because they pay out all 66 spots. So even if you get dead last, you're still going to win back a lot of the entry fee. The entry fee per team is, I believe, $300. And so it's really crazy to come to a tournament and you pay this big entry fee, but then you get a taco bar the night before, dinner afterwards, and you get to fish a tournament, and you get to keep all of the tackle that you stopped, that you have left over from the end of your fishing day. Plus, there are all kinds of crazy prizes. There's the sniper prize, there's a prize for big fish, obviously, then there's the prize for smallest 5 fish limit, and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. There's no other tournament like this, and so it's really cool to be able to come to something like this. And it's crazy too because there's also a waiting list to get into this tournament. And fortunately, like me and my dad got me into the very first one when they first tried it. And so we've been, what do they call that, like grandfathered in, I think, into the tournament. I believe that's the phrase. And so we get first position every year after that. So now we have the banquet, and anyway, it's gonna be cool to see some of the prizes and stuff. Like I say, even though my dad and I, we did not do well today, it was still so much fun, and we still are gonna cash a check and get most of our entry fee back. That's how big the sponsors and stuff are for this tournament.
For the people that aren't used to being here, all the bass tournaments start at the bottom and go up. But because we're different here, we start with first place and work our way down. First place wins. they win some beautiful black walnut plaques. Wade, if you'd hold up this slide ruler for him, or Joan, the first place. These are Golden Rule slide rules that say Dry Creek Outfitters 2017 Open Champions. And you get a Cashin rod, a $200 Cashin rod that is customized that says Dry Creek Open Champion. 2 Daiwa reels, zillions. Their Tatulas, awesome. Their Tatulas. You get 2 of the most amazing pins you're ever going to see in your life. My good friend Eddie Garcia makes these.
Son, you want to help out there, son?
So we want your pictures in front of the Cashin banner, the Mystic banner, and the Daiwa banner.
Wow. We gotta get one of the dial.
Second place team. Boy, Anthony, how you gonna break it to Frank?
Hunter's my helper today. Thank you, man.
And remember, if you are a veteran, please remember to go down to Kent to get your t-shirt, okay? Okay, thank you guys. Third place. Also get some plaques, also get the rulers, also get the bags, also get the money. Third place. Oh, and these guys, oh, hold on. They also won the top veteran team. Okay, the stakes just went higher. So, bring your wheelbarrow and your pup trailer, because the top veteran team, we raised the bar for this tournament. Top veteran team, you each get each get a $200 Cashin rod. You get a Daiwa Procyon reel, those are $150 a piece. You each get your top veteran black walnut plaque. And these are from the National Guards. Steve Stevens got us these top veteran flag awards. 11 pounds, 16, $1,004.40. 2 really nice guys, Bill Monday and Rusty Bennett. Was proud to have a veteran on his boat today, Rusty. Now he's really proud.
You ready for this?
Good luck taking your pictures with all that. I'm not sure. You'll have some help from your friends there. Fourth place is 10 pounds, 7.6.
You guys feel like movie stars.
But we did something fun. Hop donated this really nice cat cooler over here, and it is several $100 cooler. And so we wondered how we were going to award this, and we thought, you know, Skylar had the idea, and top husband and wife team. Yep, Steve and Mel Spare, $749.
Sit on the cooler.
That was your idea, Wade?
You gotta sit on the cooler.
Okay, I'll sit.
Yeah, it was Wade's idea.
Sit first, she sits on your lap.
Give me partner credit. Sixth place, 10 pounds.
Top husband and wife team, that's cool.
4.25 pounds.
Big fish.
Mine. I think that might be, is that our biggest Dry Creek big fish?
I think so.
He's winning $300 for the big fish. He also won the Daiwa real big fish because he had a Daiwa in the boat, and that is a zillion. I think that's like $300. And he also won a Cashin rod, customized. It says Cashin Big Fish, and that's a $200 rod. And he won an Eddie Garcia pin that says Big Fish. Beautiful plaque and a Big Fish gear bag and a Big Fish Golden Rule measure board. Steve Spear. You rock it. That's about an $800 little bag of goodies there, Steve, that we decorated the tables with tonight, and I washed them all by hand, 240 of them. 33rd place, 7.26 pounds, $326.70, another wonderful sponsor, Michael Tauscher and Michael Evans.
So it's 33rd place, that's halfway through, and you're still making back more than your entry fee, which is $300. I mean, what was it, $326? That's how cool this tournament is.
Lynn Snyderman, Asa Snyderman, another father-son team, and another sponsor team.
Did you get it? You alright? Stay in front of me so you
There you are. Thank you, Asa. Thank you, Lynn. And Lynn's also a veteran Marine. Thank you, Lynn. Here's Sniper Award winners, $306.90. Robert Birch and